Happy Sunday, happy new moon, which will be officially about 28 minutes. 3:31 today, the new moon is official. Alright, so here we are. We're going to clear the energies and invite the angels and oracles in. If you want to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth while I do it, that will help clear your energy as well. Alright. Welcome in. This is a general collective reading for the new moon. Today's date is April. Oh my God. I had a calendar right in my face. April 27th. Okay. Wow, we're already through April. Can you imagine? May is coming. The full moon for May will be May 12th. So we'll be in the transition period after today and the shadow period for the full moon as well. Alright, so you know me and my crystals. I got some crystals to share with you today. Alright, I hope everyone is doing well and hanging in there. I know it's been tough. It's been tough for all of us, believe me. And I'm so glad that I'm here to be able to have these conversations with y'all. I just had to get off the phone with job people, so trying to take care of all the right things there. Alright, let's take a deep breath and put everything else besides us. We need to focus as a general collective. No matter what your sign, what your placement, or who you are or who you aren't, what you believe in, what you don't believe in, everyone is going through something, okay? And it's tough, but you know what? We're all going to be okay. As long as we are not allowing people to treat us like crap, we are warding off negative energy with our black kyanite. I also have blue kyanite. It is one of my favorite stones. This one I use if I want to put in my little pocket, like in my jean pocket. Yeah. Mostly, though, I would tell anybody, if you're carrying stones that tend to break apart, fall apart, you might want to find a little pouch and just throw it in the side of your bra. It's probably the best for that. And then I also have the little black tourmaline for that pocket too. And then there's a little piece of pyrite that I have as well. Yep, they're very tiny. And see, this is what I do with the little stones that break apart from the big stones. Alright. So, black kyanite wards off negativity, absorbs negative energy, and helps you to stay on an even keel, balances you. And we have, let's go. Moonstone, rainbow moonstone. This is heart-shaped, and I happen to love this rainbow moonstone. And most of the time, the gray spots you see from being crushed down, that's usually where, if you get a piece of sunlight and you move the stones just right, you will actually see the rainbow glistening on the other side of it. There is plenty of spots on this stone, but I don't know if I'd be able to. Oh, I found one on the top. I don't know if you'll see it or not. Oh, sorry. Dropped it. I don't know if you'll see it or not. I'll try. I don't know. It's hard to see on the screens. But if you didn't see it, it's okay. I have like 3 or 4 spaces. So one of my favorites, rainbow moonstone. I have a raw rainbow moonstone as well. This one is pretty flat. This is good for pockets. It doesn't really fall apart. It's pretty sturdy. Okay. One of my other newer stones is also raw. If you didn't know me by now, my name is Intuitive Venetia, and I am here on YouTube as well as on TikTok. My readings on TikTok are more card than me. On YouTube, it's me sharing the cards so that we can, learn and enlighten each other together. But this particular rock is a raw carnelian. And anybody who knows me knows I don't really like carnelian, but lately it's about the sacral and the root chakras in your body, so lower below the belly. Okay, and it's supposed to be the fire in your belly, if you would like to say that. Fire in your belly, the motivation, the passion, creativity, that kind of thing. I cannot think of the name of this right now, but I love this one too. This is a raw stone, and it has its layers in the matrix here. I will show you another stone that is not raw, so you understand. Maybe you'll know the stone. I can't keep everything in my head when it comes to my crystals. I just know when I need them. Let me grab a stone. Hold on. I think I know right where it is. Yes, I do. Okay. So as you can see, I am burning all my candles as well. Did plenty of my meditations and requests for Spirit to help me with this reading. I apologize for my Sunday abbreviated look here, but here's the other one. Okay, so here's this one. This is tumble, and I will tell you, I tried to tumble this. And every piece that I had was actually bigger than this one. Alright, I tried to tumble it, and it did not work for me. Because when I opened up my tumbler, it was gone. Yeah, so this is, this piece of that crystal will disintegrate. Okay, so water? No. No water. But this one has many different facets on it, and I like this one. It's very large stone, so I can meditate with this one when I'm trying to do my different information collecting for the readings that I do. And I'm not your typical reader, so if you don't like me, you certainly need to go find another reader, and I'm okay with that, because I believe you should be watching somebody you believe in and you trust, and that's why I'm here, so that I give all people looking for that kind of stuff an option. Okay, so there's that. I have my black moonstone. Here it is with my orange mixture. I would love to watch them create these, because they get crushed down, and some of them actually do polish up very nicely. Some of them are added to a resin to give them the glossy look. Some stones stay very matted. This stone has its own sheen, kind of like a labradorite does. I don't know if you'll see it in here, but the lighting is off in my room, of course, So, we are about to take care of our reading for the new moon and what you need to do for the next couple weeks as we are working up to the full moon on May 12th. Okay? So, let's see. What cards do we want to play with today? I have so many sitting here, and I was drawn to so many. Let's do one of my newer decks, Affirmations for Daily Inspiration and Guidance, The Light Within. Okay, I like to do one of these, or two, if it gives me two. And remember, this is for a general collective. It's not for everybody, and it's okay if you need to find another reader. But otherwise, please, 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 like, share, subscribe, like, share. It is very important to pass along the messages so those who need to hear them can get access to them. I know it's tough sometimes to remember that. I know I get engrossed in watching readings sometimes, and I forget to do the same. So I always try to go back, or I know if I'm watching it on my YouTube channel on TV, I can't always share it there, but I can like it if I go on the menu thing. But sometimes when you're just watching it and you're sitting there on the TV watching it, I don't want to miss something, so I won't go do that until the end, and I'll just do it on my phone because it's easier from there for me. But it is very important. If you could please, please, please like, share, and subscribe, then you will get notified about any of my readings coming up. You see that I actually finished a whole week early doing the readings, so I know I can do the New Moon Collective. I'm going to do a general collective for for the month of May, and it may boost into the first week of May, or for the next reading from the 7 to 10 days, starting with the signs. Okay, and I was going backwards from Pisces, so that's where I'll start after I do the collective. All right. I also do personal readings. You can email me. It is in my community page on YouTube here. I'm not sure if I have it in my box underneath there, but I think I will put it in there tonight when I post these readings so that you get them. Then you have your options. I also have a Venmo and Cash App, where if you would like to, put a seed into my business and give me a donation, that would be absolutely great, because at this point I'm still working on earning the subscribers, so that's why I push the like, share, and subscribe, because it's absolutely free for you to do so. And then you get your notifications of when I'm on, and I'm trying to be back to my normal weekly readings, which I've been doing well with. And I know that I've gotten a few watchers, but I don't see too many likes and shares. So if you don't like my reading, absolutely leave me a comment. Tell me what you're feeling, or what you're going through, or whatever you want. And as long as you're not being a butthead and trolling through like a moron with statements that you shouldn't be making. Of course, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I will read every single comment, but I want you to know that if I think that you are here to cause problems, I will delete and block, okay? Because, listen, you have a choice to be here or not, right? So if you don't like me as a reader, you don't want to watch me as a reader, you can say, see you, sayonara, just share it to a friend, and maybe somebody else will like it. I know I can be pretty tough on some of you, especially last week. I think I was pretty tough on Leo and a couple others, maybe even Capricorn, I'm not sure. But sometimes you have to hear the truth, and I'm here to bring you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. So if you're not in the mood for the truth today, you don't have to watch me today. But please offer someone else the opportunity by sharing, liking, and subscribing. Because the most important part of me doing this reading is that I have watchers and subscribers, so that I may build the business from the ground up, and I can continue to help people grow as much as possible. Alright, so the universe is struggling with giving a card to you, so I'm just going to take one off the top. Miracles. I love myself. My life feels good. Everything I want is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Abundance and miracles are mine. That's your first mantra for today. Okay. Let's see. And we'll take this one that keeps coming right off the bottom. Released. I lovingly forgive myself for any doubts or shame that remain in my past. I release myself from all guilt and set myself free. I am perfect, whole, and complete. So, miracles and releasing. And in technicality world, that probably should have came out before miracles. Because once you release that which is not of your highest good, the miracles come in. And the miracles will also bring you abundance. So yes, you did get 3 cards this time, so that's amazing. Good things flow easily from everywhere. I am grateful for all the abundance coming my way. Life supports me. Love surrounds me. Okay. So that's what you need to know. And struggling through the first 4 months of this year, now that we are at April 27th. It's been a tough 4 months, hasn't it? And you're absolutely right to have doubts, feel heartbroken, maybe even some grief. Pretty sure a lot of us are going through those kind of things, and it's okay. All right? It's okay to feel it. And you should allow yourself to grieve, because a lot of what holds us back in these days is the fact that we don't allow ourselves to grieve. We're going to be tougher than everybody else. We're going to be smarter than everybody else. We're not going to show our emotions. God forbid I would look like a pansy or a big crybaby or something. But part of being strong in who you are is releasing those emotions that hurt you the most. And here's a crystal that is good for something like that. It is called bloodstone. It releases addictions of any kind. So with that, I want you to understand that talking to yourself negatively, treating yourself like shit, not believing in yourself, calling yourself stupid or dumb, or all those things that we do because we think it's funny when we're around other people and we just say, oh, Jesus, I was so stupid, Venetia, whatever. Such a stupid thing to say. But stop doing those things. We are all human. We all have to wear the skin suit, and we are all going to make mistakes. That's how you learn. So bloodstone, in a lot of ways, it helps so many different things, including physical ailments and bloodstreams in your body. It helps work with all kinds of different cancers and whatnot. Physical addictions, emotional addictions. Those are the negativities that you keep saying to yourself. And also alcoholisms, drug addictions, those things. It does help to do that. And it helps clean the system out as well. It's very toxic, And that's that for that crystal. I will show you every crystal I can while we're doing this reading. So we have our miracles card, we have a released card, and abundance card. So for this new moon, our focus is going to be on releasing the shit that doesn't help us or work for our highest good. We're going to bring in the miracles by putting that shit aside, laying down those burdens, and we're going to bring in the miracles and the abundance of all forms, not just financial. I know a lot of people come into readings for money or for love, but if you're not healing the things that have broken you over the past, say like if you are not healing a broken heart, if you're not healing a loss of a job, you're not healing from being a drug addict and all the emotions that go with that. So that could be drinking, any kind of drug or alcohol. It could be any kind of personal thing you do to yourself, OCD, IPD, all different kinds of disorders, autistic or not. We have to work on healing those things, because forgiving ourselves for not being perfect. Hello, we're not perfect. We are going to always make mistakes. Okay, and it's okay. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. You can't grow if you're not making mistakes, honestly, because then you never know. And corrections are very important to make so that you continue to learn and grow forward. Anyways, I'm going to use the Ancient Stone Card Oracle by Rebecca Campbell to pull up a couple more cards to talk about our new moon experiences and what we need to focus on. This is a very powerful new moon, and any kind of new moon, full moon, super moon, eclipses this time of the year are very powerful, just because of the change in the climate, the change in the atmospheres, summer coming in, winter coming in, different parts of the world, and that makes a big difference. It changes the frequency of the planet itself as well as your own world. And God knows there's so much going on. Don't get me started on the Bart Simpsons of the world. I was watching some stupid crap last night about how Bart Simpson's shows are predicting the world here, but they're not predicting. If they were already made, they already knew, whoever was doing that knew something was going to happen. Okay, it's not a prediction. Okay, it's somebody knew somewhere. Who, what, where, when? I don't know. Somebody up there. Alright, let's get a couple of these cards and see where we're headed with the new moon reading. Get my name, if I didn't say it before, was Intuitive Nisha. I have TikTok account, I have Facebook account under Haven Jewels. Yes, I do make jewelry. I make lots of jewelry. I have kind of sold a lot out over the last couple of years and stopped making it, but now that I'm out of, I've bought some more stuff to make more. I have a moonstone bracelet on, a rose quartz bracelet on that I made, and this one is a moonstone, peach moonstone, white moonstones, and citrine to help with abundance and clearing any financial blockages. And then I have crystal quartz, crackle quartz there to amplify those stones. And then we have carnelian and agates together here. I thought it was such a pretty bracelet. And then this one here is my other protection one. It has tiger's eye, hematite, and black obsidian for protection and healing and keeping grounded, especially with tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is a very great, I keep lots in my pockets too, so, you know. Citrine, this is also a darker citrine crystal. It has a little amethyst mix in it. It's a quartz. And this one, so I would almost call this an ametrine. So it has amethyst and citrine together in this one rock. And let's see, another one of my favorites. I love rhodochrosite, but I like the raw version much better. And this is the raw version, and it's all pink. I'm trying to give you a little better light inference. It's actually pink, has little black spots in it sometimes. Sometimes it's still connected to the actual matrix rock that it's connected to. When it was found, these are actually broken pieces off of another piece. That is what you end up buying in the stores. And pink, I don't know if y'all know this, pink and green stones are all about heart and heart chakra healing. And then I have the stone my mother loved the most. I have turquoise. I like mostly the raw crystals, and I will tell you that. And I don't know what it is about them. I think their frequency and their level is stronger. Even with man-made crystals, they are still stronger if they are raw. Yikes. Let's not burn my hand off here. Okay. And I will give you this one to look at. This and this. And then we got, this is a raw fluorite. That's the purple and the green and the blue. And that's part of the brown rock it was still in. I know the colors aren't so great on this lighting I have, but it's the only way you can see sometimes. And I love raw fluorite, for real. This is a purple labradorite, but it's a heart shape, so you can see the purple in there. I'm not sure if you can see it flaring, but it is in there, and I love purple labradorite. Now, labradorite can also look like this, and this one I can actually show you the fluorescence in it. This one has the green and blue. I'm going to get a chain that I really like so I can wear this on a regular. So I love that stone too. But this is the purple labradorite, so if I hold it just right, you can actually see the purple in it. So that's the difference. And when the light hits it outside, when I take it out, you can really see the flash in it. I have what's called the lemon healer stone. This one, of course, is crushed down and put into a heart-shaped. And then I carry that around a lot. And then I have the raw version of it as well. So you'll see this one has the points on it. So it's a lemon healer stone. I just really love mostly raw crystals. And a lot of the raw crystals will be shiny and nice and pretty, like selenite. I have a lot of selenite, of course, because that cleanses crystals as well as cleansing the air that you're in and breathing every day. Here is my biggest example of my selenite I love. My girlfriend got me this, and I think this is very good for clearing everything and absorbing negativity and cleansing all the stones. So if you want to recharge them for something, I do have one more I can show you. is it? Oh, give me a second. I'll find it. Forgot where I just put it. Okay. I got it. Alright, and then I'll get this other one and that'll be it. Alright. Okay. Alright. So, I have this is a tumbled garnet. I love red garnet. Dark ruby red, dark, not even, this is darker than ruby. Alright, and I love this. This one is a rounder one, so this one I really like in my pocket when I'm trying to think and be creative and come up with things that's new and something I need to do. I'll use this with my bloodstone sometimes. But this is a raw version of a garnet, okay? So you'll see that the bottom has like shinier spaces to it, but that's where the rock is all connected to it. So you'll see spaces that actually have garnet pieces in them. And I know the lighting isn't the best here, sorry. Garnet is a January stone. Yes, it is. And amethyst is the February stone. And aquamarine is my next favorite stone. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. It's not my birthstone, but it is for Pisces, right? Pisces. So March. And then April would be diamond. Let's see if I can find. Here's a little ruby I have in my pocket all the time. And I'm trying to show you the other one I got. That's what I'm really looking for. And then we'll get back to this moon reading. So this one is pink tourmaline. Little pieces that I keep in my pocket. So I keep that with my black tourmaline. And then the newest stone I did get was the blue with the red in the middle of it. That is a sunrise sodalite. Yes, that's just the name of it. Sodalite is a truth stone, a poet stone, a writer's stone. So yes, in my day somewhere I want to write a book too. An aquamarine, a raw aquamarine. Now that is very bright right there, so you probably won't be able to see the blue, but it is a beautiful blue. It's pretty accurate there. But yes, those are my little ones that I keep in my little pocket, along with my apophyllite. Now, apophyllite is supposed to be helping when you're doing readings or reaching out to angels and spirit guides and help you connect with the other realms to be able to do the readings that I do sometimes. I like to do that. Okay. The ruby is my mother's birthstone, Cancer. And that's why she's always with me. Of course, in my pockets I always have my grandson's stones, my daughter-in-law's stones, my son-in-law's. But if you're looking for one to ultimately protect you from just about everything besides amethyst. Amethyst is one of your... Amethyst and ruby are two strongest protection stones. But malachite? Yeah. And you have to be very careful with malachite. If it is raw, it is toxic. And I learned that the hard way. I had a heart-shaped one like this. One side of it was polished, so you could touch it. It was fine. And one side of it was still raw. And that was where I put it in my bra. Yeah, that wasn't pretty after a couple of days, but you learn the hard way sometimes. There's a few toxic stone. Bumblebee, jasper, it's not really a jasper. It's man-made. It does have some good benefits to utilize, but I would put it in your pocket. I would never have a raw piece. It is very toxic, and every time you handle it, before you do anything majorly, you should probably wash your hands on a regular basis. All right? So that you wash it off. But malachite is also one of those very protection stone. And I like this one because it has a spot here and on the other side. So if it's in my pocket, I can kind of hold on to it, meditate with it, and I just love that stone. Anyways, that particular one of malachite. And if you're looking to burn for protection, I have different stones, different pieces of wood. Palo Santo that I use for burning through the house here some days. I need to get rid of some of that toxicity. So now that I have bored you with all of my crystals, let's get back to this new moon reading. And a lot of that I share with you guys on these General Collective because I know y'all love crystals like I do. I have so many crystals I could go on. I don't know every aspect of them, but I know that they have some really wonderful benefits. And in my Reiki practicing that I'm doing, I'm also trying to incorporate using crystals. So when I start doing my appointments, I will be utilizing crystals in the process of Reiki healing. If you do not know, Reiki healing is all energy. All right. I know there's a lot more to it, but this is about the new moon reading, and so let's do this new moon reading and get you some ancient stone cards to send us on this way. I have redirected us enough now. But if there's a particular crystal or jewelry item you might want me to make or question you may have, absolutely, please feel free to send me a message or leave me a message in the comments, and I will answer you. Let's see here. I was going to try to do a live, but this computer that I use, my laptop, doesn't connect very well. It likes to give you the camera over, so you're looking at the ceiling, and that'd be all right if I had cards on the ceiling, but I don't. All right, so on the bottom of this deck, we have Live the Question. Curiosity. Open your mind and live into it. Live into it. It looks like a rose quartz crystal in shape there, doesn't it? Live into it. Live with your miracles coming in. Okay. Hey. Alright, let's see. And that was on the bottom, so we'll take the top one and we'll call that a day. The egg stone, feminine power, embodiment, fertility. Somebody looking to get pregnant. Or are we birthing some new ideas with those miracles and abundance rolling in now that we've released all the negative aspects so you are able to pave your own way? Yes? Leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. That means most of us who are very strong paths are meant to be leaders in jobs or businesses or positions that we're in, and we are not meant to be the follower. And I will be the first one to tell you that I've kind of found that out the hard way. I don't do very good once I've held many different leadership positions in my work life, okay? And in the process of doing that, when I've had to go back to a regular job, I pretty much suck at it because I'm used to being in charge and I'm trying to tell everybody what to do, especially since I know better than them, but because I'm smart. So we need to get rid of the ego. The ego is very tarnishing in your reputation because we're fighting with ourselves about what we need to be doing, right? So let's get into a tarot deck. Paving your own way. If you are not the leader in your job or your business, then you need to take a step back before you respond or try to be the bossy boss that you are not supposed to be in this situation. Okay. Take it from me. People do not like it. You ain't the boss of me. I'm the boss of me, though. So that's what we need to know. So now we are going to use the Dreamer's Tarot, and we are going to see what we're doing and focusing on. So as you know, with new moons, we are trying to purge out things that don't have our highest good intentions. We are trying to eliminate from our lives the shit that holds us down, the toxicity, and the liars, the cheaters, all those things that we've been dealing with for the last 4 or 5 months, I'd say, that have led us down the road, and here we are today. So now we need to move over. Some of us are starting over. Some of us, in the bottom of the card, is judgment. One of the strongest people in the world that are going to judge you as a whole is yourself, right? Watch what you say. Think about your words. Stop saying things that are negative about yourself. There will be enough people out in the world to say whatever they want to say. Salute. And if you're joining in with them, then you are bringing in negative. You will receive nothing but negative, and you will not be able to get past it. So please, for your own safety and beliefs in the world and the spirit, universe, God, Jesus, whoever you believe in, it does not matter. They are all one person. We all make it sound like it's a different thing. But that is a universal person, no matter where you're from or what you believe. The Mystic of the Wands. So that's your page. Alright. Page Wands always has a little bit of fire in their lives and something to tell you. Let's see if they come back out in this reading. Oh, and I did I'm burning my moonstone, my moon candle as we do this reading, just so you are aware. I did light it for us today in our meditations before I started. This will be a longer video, so you may want to come back to it if you don't have time, and that's fine, because usually new moon readings and general collective readings are my longest, but it applies to everyone at one point or another, and they are timeless. So if you find this 6 months from now, it's for you in 6 months as well. Alright. Our first two cards out here, the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Live the question. Curiosity, open your mind. So with the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, which is also a fire sign, Ace of Wands, the Pentacles are earth signs, like Capricorn. I feel like you are hesitant to move forward, removing something from your life because you kind of feel stuck. But the opportunity filled with abundance and creativity and growth for you is coming in now. Okay, you're going to pave your own way. That's what that card says, the Ancient Stones. Pave your own way. Take control of the situation and pave your own way. See the sun behind that mountain there? It looks like you got a mountain to climb, but you really don't, because you're in charge of you. Leadership and courage. Forge, don't follow. So don't tell yourself you can't do it. That opportunity is right here in front of your face, okay? The Four of Pentacles means you're holding on to your money pretty tight and you're hesitant about what you need to be doing, but you need to live the question, right? That's what that card says. Live the question. Seeker of Pentacles. So you are the Seeker of Pentacles, right? And the Chariot says also, I'm coming in to push you along faster. And it's time for you to make a choice, because now there's the Seven of Pentacles. So you're not sure what opportunity to take. Listen, first you have to clear the path. If you're not letting go of what's not for your highest good, you're not going to be able to move forward. And this is what I feel right now, sitting here looking at this. This is why I said live your question. To move forward, the eggstone, embody it, and be the leader of your life. I think you're afraid to do that because maybe you've been shot down 1,000 times before. I'm sure. Or you've tried this before and it didn't work. Try again. Don't give up. Stop hesitating. The Seven of Pentacles is about you questioning your ability, but you're working hard at it. I mean, in all honesty, let me get the card and I can explain it to you a little better. The Seven of Pentacles, and then you have the Seeker of Pentacles. Okay, so So your thought process right now is, I really want to do this, but I don't have the money. Now, a reader would say, do it anyway. You have the Ace of Wands. The opportunities now, whether you got the money or not. You need to find a way to do it, because the money will come in as soon as you do it. But let me tell you what the book says, because this is a deck I haven't used very often, so I want to make sure you know both sides of this. So the Chariot is a movement card, and it's a change of residence or environment, momentum, travel. So it's things are speeding up, and you're going someplace, but you don't know where you're going yet, right? So with that Chariot card in the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, what was that other one there? The Ace of Wands. Okay, so like the Ace of Wands is energy, vitality, inspiration, new opportunities, and growth and potential. Like I said, you have the Chariot pushing you along, and you're hesitating because maybe you're personally afraid. Maybe there's something inside of you that makes you afraid. But I think that there's something more about your finances, that you're afraid of failing and then ending up completely busted or broke, right? I completely understand. I'm pretty much there with you. I'm unemployed. I'm trying to make my business grow. I have no money. New York State is trying to take money back from me. And now I'm trying to get a job and still do this. And, it's tough. It really is tough. But I'm not giving up on any of this. Okay? So no matter what happens, I'm going to keep doing this. If I get a job, I'll keep doing a job, and I will keep going. Because the only way you can teach other people is by doing and being the example. And it's not easy. It's really not. But I want you to understand, if you don't try, you'll never win. You have guaranteed your failure, okay? Was that the Mystic? That was the Ace, the Chariot, okay. So with the Seven of Pentacles, which I have, investment, results, fruits of your labor, perseverance, hard work, light at the end of the tunnel. So, but it can also mean you've worked so fucking hard and you've got nothing to show for it, okay? So that mindset tells you can't do it or it won't happen. Forget it. I've done this before. Been there, done that. It didn't work. That doesn't mean it won't work this time. So because of previous failures, you are looking to give up on an entire dream. I say look at it, like the Seven of Pentacles says, from a different perspective and find a different point of view. Talk to somebody who's doing what you want to do to learn how to do it. And I know there's so many people out there. And I know I'm shy and I'm quiet and I'm nervous, and if I don't know you, I don't really want to approach you and ask you questions. So I did it today. Last week, I went with a friend and we went to this place that I really like to go to. And I just asked, how do you do this? How'd you get here? I want to do this, but I'm terrified. Like, I got no money, I got no job, I got nothing to help me do this. And I can picture the room. I can picture the creativity. I have a room for my jewels, and I have a room for my stones, and I have my Reiki room, so I have the chair and a table, by the way. I already have them, and it's a white room with soft music and nice comfortable air flowing, not cold, not warm, just comfortable. And I can just like lay on my own table and feel the pressure come off. Like, I can see it. Like, I can see me sitting at my tables in my other room all set up, making my jewelry and making strides in my business by taking more classes and working with people, helping them become coaches or be a coach. And I get so excited about this business. And then I'm going to be signing up for another class on incorporating Reiki, the energy healing, with crystals, because I really think that's a good idea. But now I hear they have these machines, like a scanner machine and I know they've been out for a while. I'm older, so I didn't hear about this right away, but they have a machine that you can scan. And you don't have to actually scan the person, but if you're doing Reiki and you're practicing, healing energy stuff, the chakra machine is what it's called, and it will help tell you or me which chakra to work on. Now, it's not even just by energy anymore because this machine can help direct that, but I can generally tell by the energy that I'm holding my hands over somebody. I can figure it out. But for some people, they can't do that, and this is a machine that helps that. They even have big machines that do it. Like, you can sit in like a sunbathing machine, and it will scan your entire body harmlessly. It will scan your entire body, and it can tell you, even with your sitting position, what chakras to work on and how to balance things out, what to do. So I'm excited about learning those kind of things, and I can see my business going and growing and the customers coming in, but I got to get there. And I feel like without any big money in my life to speak of to grow that, I still have to get a job, so I have something to start with, right? So for this new moon, one of my goals to eliminate is the negativity that I put into my life about, I'll never get this, I'll never do it, I want this so bad, but it'll never happen. Yes, it will happen, because I want it to happen, and I'm not going to tell myself it won't, and that's what you got to stop doing. Mystic of Pentacles. That's that. That's that. Okay, why do I have the Mystic of Pentacles here? Anyways, the Four of Pentacles. That's what I was looking for. The Four of Pentacles. Saving money and resources, cautiousness, conservation, or irresponsibility and greediness and possessiveness, so vulnerability. So I can see with the Four of Pentacles that we always try to, in readings and stuff, we try to always post this Four of Pentacles as a bad guy, but it's really not. It's about you and your ego and how you see the Four of Pentacles in your life. Now, it can be about saving the money and resources and using caution and conservation when you're spending or not spending money. Or we can follow the pursuit of what it says, to the universe. You got to spend it to earn it. So you kind of got to find a balance in there too, all right? So you can't go foolishly out and just buy thousands of dollars worth of shit and then you can't pay your rent. Obviously, you got to pay your rent first, right? So don't be so possessive of holding on to the money, but be perceptive of what you got coming in and what you got going out. So then you will know, like, I can wait until next month to do this, It's like anything else, you have to budget it, but budgeting your energy towards it is as important as budgeting the actual finances. And I tell you that because if you are not in the right mindset, you will never receive wealth. You have to be positive. It's an energy. Money is an energy. It's all about the energy. And if you are feeling like, in that way, you're never going to have any money to do this, I can't buy this, and I can't buy that, and I can't go here, and I can't do this, and yes, you can. You just have to do it in moderation for now. And then later on, when it all starts flowing in like it's going to flow in, you can make up for that lost time and not go crazy. But you have the Seven of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is asking you to be conservative right now. But the Seven of Pentacles is also saying to you, investment. See, so you've been conservative and you've been investing, and your fruits of your labor, your perseverance, your hard work, and light at the end of the tunnel. So know that it's going to be all right, because if you don't believe it, it's not going to come back. You get what you believe, right? You put the words out there. That's what's going to come in. You've told the universe. I tell the universe, I want 20 million times 3 in my bank account by the end of May 2025. And then when I'm lighting my candles, I will repeat my bank account number with my router number and blah, blah, blah. Nobody can hear me. Nobody's home when I do it. And I will just put it out there and leave it at that. It's gone. I leave it. So the Seeker of Pentacles, the scholar, the student, skill development, financial opportunity. So the Seeker is like your page, okay? So I think I said that already. The Page of Pentacles. So here's your opportunity. bringing in your opportunity to know that you are going to be okay. So somewhere in your mind, you have to remind yourself that you've received these signs telling you need to be the leader. You need to be the leader. You need to forge ahead. You need to keep going. The chariot is coming in and moving things really quickly so that the turnaround is so much better for you, right? You are the miracle. You are bringing in your own miracles. This is the time. This is the time now. This is when everybody wakes up from the longest winter of the fucking year. The only winter, right? So with the next card I'm turning over here is the Mystic of Swords. So the Mystic of Swords, that's where the Mystic came in. I knew there was going to be a Mystic. The Mystic of Swords is your Knight. Okay. So the Knight of Swords, which I will read him too because he's a prick. But he can be not a good thing too. It's upright, so it's okay. I feel the energy could go both ways, so that's why I say that. The Mystic is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Independence, clear and healthy boundaries. There's that word again, boundaries. You need to have boundaries, okay? Direct communication and fairness. So, the Seeker is bringing in the information, and the Queen, who now is educated and has all the information, can make a logical, precise decision to the situation. Okay? And we need to make sure of that, because with the Chariot bringing in that opportunity really quickly, you holding on to that 4 of Pentacles there isn't a good idea. You have to ground yourself. What did I tell you to do? Ground yourself. Ground yourself. Carry crystals that will take away that negativity. It helps a lot more than you think it does. I will tell you that. I carry this a lot lately. It is a red quartz. Again, with the reds. Motivation, power, creativity, passion. You gotta love what you're doing. That's one thing I will tell you. If you're not really loving what your idea is or what you're doing, or you don't feel like it's going in the right direction, then you need to now, okay? Because your abundance is mighty important. Whether it's love, money, business, friendships, new friendships, old friendships, your tribe is coming in. You have to be willing to release the shit you're comfortable with. Okay? Let's see with this new moon that it's so very potent in Taurus. Taurus, stubborn. Stubborn as a bull, as they say. But very, very pragmatic. I guess that's a good word for that. And very rigid. Taurus the bull. What are some of the characteristics of Taurus? Now, my sister was a Taurus, and I called her a bitch. So you know how that goes, right? Stubborn, patient, generous, lazy. And I ain't never seen Taurus as lazy, so that must have been on the bad days, okay? Materialistic, possessive, sensual, artistic, dependable, determined, and sensitive. Yes. Determined when it was something they wanted. Determined. Dependable, always dependable. My sister was very dependable. Loyal. Selfish, almost aggressive sometimes. Going the other way when you're pissed off. Jealous. So those are the words that help me tell you, okay? I can explain things and some people don't see as I see. So I really try to put out here what I'm doing, my readings. And you can tell me it's too much, go right ahead. If it is, then I can cut some of that nonsense down and just speak it, because I'd rather just speak it, but I don't want somebody to not understand what I'm saying to them. Where should we go from here with the collective for this new moon? Now that we know that we need to eliminate crap that's not good, and there are some of you holding on to some shit for years, and I can tell, I can feel it, because we are all trying to let go of shit and heartbreak, right? 3 of Swords. We've all had some recent heartbreaks, right? I know, but here's 2 aces back to back. Ace of Pentacles, bringing in your financial opportunities, and Ace of Swords, more opportunity for other things. Well, you know why I say it's for other things? I'll tell you why. Because the Pentacles are about business ventures in a lot of ways, okay? But the Ace of Swords, I actually a lot of times feel the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Swords, and like the Ace of Wands, which is not this card, it has energy, vitality, inspiration, new opportunities, and growth and potential, but also a seed of an idea, lack of direction and distraction, right? For the Ace of Wands. But for the Ace of Swords, new ideas, breakthrough, aha moments, the light bulb came on, clarity, new perspective. See, that's important with ourselves now, especially after, healing from a broken heart of some kind or another, whether it was a person or a place, business, or whatever. The Swords is a new opportunity and clarity, but it's also a new perspective. Well, a lack of good judgment would kill it. So, say that my energy in this says, this isn't a good thing, this is a bad thing, right? In reverse, my energy feels some of that in reverse, right? So, rethinking, negotiating, second guessing. That's the other word, judgment. Lack of good judgment, though. And that's something that we don't want to do going in here, okay? So your Ace of Swords is telling you that you need to exercise good, clear thoughts on your ideas or your decision to be made, because it needs a new perspective. So you're trying to proceed with an old business idea that needs some new things. So here's what I'm doing, okay? My business is Haven Jewels. I make jewelry. I can do repairs. I can do many different things. I'm not an expert. I'm not a master of all kinds, a jack of all trades. But I do a pretty good job, all right? I give myself that pat on the back. I make really nice jewelry. I wear my own jewelry. I did not make these. These were purchased. This is like a little tube, which I can make these too. I don't have the supplies for it. They're little tubes, and you have water and you put crystals in them. And basically, this is tree moss agate. So tree moss agate is grounding. Okay, and then, for those who are on the witchy side of things, I wear the necklace for Hecate, for guidance and protection and beliefs in my own stuff, not for necessarily you, okay? But I believe all gifts like this, readers or mediums or psychics or intuitive empaths like I am, they are God-given gifts. A lot of people will quote Bible quotes to me. I can do the same thing back. I don't waste my time. If you are not open to hearing what you need to hear, to do the things you need to do, then you continue forward and I leave you on your way. No disrespect. So the lack of good judgment and lack of information, rethinking and negotiating with the Ace of Swords, the energy on that is not necessarily positive. But the Ace of Swords is still a good card. It helps you see where your thinking is and maybe helps you see a new perspective, and that's very important. I've always been somebody who can see two sides to everything. I am the Justice card. as well as the Empress card, and I represent the Queen of Swords as a Libra. So my goal is always balance, so I can see two sides of everything, and I also sometimes see the third side, the truth. Okay. The Mystic of Cups here, right? So that is also the Queen of Cups. She's all about love, compassion, peace, harmony, feelings. All right. Then we got the Eight of Wands, right? That's the next card that fell. I know I have like 6 of them here that fell over, so that's why I just stopped shuffling, because the Spirit gave me the cards they wanted me for this reading. So I will probably grab my talisman oracles and do a couple more after this. But I really feel that this new moon is so powerful to reflect probably now, between now and 2033 in our lives, and decisions that you're going to make now are going to affect things then. Okay. So I want y'all to be, even though it's fast moving and incoming, like I showed you with the other card, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands also indicates fast movement. It's a fire thing. Eight of Wands, I feel like I want to share the version of this here because it's important to see both sides. My intuitive nature doesn't always agree with the card, okay? But Eight of Wands is about movement, messages, communication, fast-paced changes, and travel. So another card here about traveling and moving and fast movement. So we're definitely going someplace. And for somebody out there, 1 or 2 of you, you might be moving out of the country. And if you are, congratulations and good luck. I don't know how safe it is out there anymore. But the negative end of the Eight of Wands means there'll be delays and resistance to change. Change is not an option. Change is always going to happen. And I know as we get older, we like to maintain our lazy ways. And I call them lazy ways because they're what we used to do, and we're comfortable with them. And we don't want to learn a new way like AI. I don't give a shit about AI bullshit. But I'm pretty good on the computer, terminology, and all of that good stuff. I've worked in a doctor's office. I have an idea how to do things, okay? But someone like me at this age is probably a little more resistant to those new things when we're comfortable doing things the old way, right? So a lot of your employers out there, if you're looking for work, they want people with those skills because they operate with a lot of older equipment because they can't afford to be in the AI world or in the newer generations where we're being taught in college now to do all kinds of things on computer technology or lack of computer technology, period. Like, I have a computer that I brought from my move. I haven't opened the box yet. I love it. It's all in one. It's a Chromebook, so yes, I'm a big Chrome person. And I've learned a lot of things on Chrome, and sometimes AI isn't always as good, or Gemini, or whatever. I don't know what all of that is right now. I got the idea. Okay, don't get me wrong, but that newfangled stuff, for me, not so. I don't care. I do, but I don't. 20 years ago, wow, amazing. Let's learn all we can learn, right? But here's what I gotta tell you. I think you're going to do all the right things with this collective time because we all got the sun. I'm so happy to see the sun in this reading because I'm so tired of the cold and the winter and the fucking wind up here where I live. Wind on 90-degree days, a big plus. Wonderful. I want it all. A big windy day on a 20 below zero, keep it. I don't want it. You're not drying anything and everything's turning to ice. I don't want to walk my dog on, okay? Because I had to watch her suffer. I had to actually go outside because these people, they do plow, they take care of the parking lots, they're great. They don't like open up an area for people to take their dogs to. You have to do that yourself. So I'm going to get a shovel, and then, if I'm still here next winter and I don't move someplace else, I will definitely be making the time to take and dig out a spot so I can walk my dog, and then everybody else, maybe they'll follow suit so they don't have to worry about it so much. Just, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a patch of fucking grass. I know my dog does. She loves the snow, and she loves to pee in the snow. And if we're going uphill, she's got to poop uphill. I don't know if everybody's dog does that. Mine's a walk-in pooper too. But she needs a space, and so don't I. So don't you. To be able to walk on. Okay, so if it's all ice, not me. Those are some things that we do for ourselves, right? That's the energy we put out there. This sun says that things are so gonna be good. Those opportunities, seriously now, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands. Oh, sorry, I dropped it. Right? The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Now we got the Sun. And yes, we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So you've got all four aces here. With the Sun, the Chariot card, and the Eight of Wands, moving things along fast. And some of you are still stuck in that heartbreak that happened 20 years ago. Get the fuck out of here. Stop. And even though this is an earth sign, okay, get yourself grounded so you stop holding on to shit. You can't change what's past. You can't make it go forward. It's not going to work that way. You have 4 freaking aces in this reading. The opportunities are endless, and you have the Page and the Knight coming in here to help you with the Chariot. And the King of Pentacles. I just want you to not miss the opportunity altogether, because here comes another one. The Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups talks about partnership and ventures, and it could be entrepreneurship, it could be love. Okay? All these things coming in, and here you sit, Five of Pentacles. Stop it. You know why? I'm going to tell you what the Five of Pentacles says. It's your earth sign, but it's a pentacle, and it's somewhere in the middle, right? It's all about the energy. Financial loss, poverty, worry, feelings like an outsider. Yeah, I do that to myself a lot. Feeling lack. And when you do that, you talk it, right? I'll never have enough money to do that. I'll never have enough money to go there again. I'll never have enough money to build my business. I will never earn enough money to build my business. I will never. Stop it. Stop doing that. What you put out there in words comes back to you. What you say comes back to you. I am powerful and strong. I'm good at my business. I know how to make money. I will make lots of money. I will take care of other people. I will have enough money to share. I am a wealth magnet. I am powerful. I will build this business. If it fucking kills me, I will build this business, because I know there are people out there just like me who are tired of corporations and businesses that are huge ass businesses tearing down the little man, tearing down the people of the world who have been busting their ass for 30, 40 years in a textile business. I used to work in a textile business. I loved that job. I made good money at that job, more than I was making. Believe me. Those jobs were good, long-lasting. What do? We send them to Mexico. We send them to China. We send them to Canada. We send them everywhere but here, because they don't have to worry about paying them a lot of money. But we were making good money. We had unions to protect us. And they weren't unions that were making money off of us. They were unions that actually protected us in our jobs. So corporations like blah, blah, blah couldn't rip you off or fire you for stupid shit. What happened to this country is it got greedy, and it forgot that in order to exist, it still needed people. So now we're creating robots. Robots, IT, technology, Gemini, AI. Pretty soon, people won't even need to exist, right? Because robots will just create more robots. And what the fuck are we doing? Cloning. We're going to clone people. For what? One of me is enough. Thank you. And you'll never be like me anyways. Anyhow, I'm telling you all of this with this new moon is because a lot of us are stuck right here. You got to turn that shit around, okay? In reverse, the energy would be recovery from a financial loss or defeat, new opportunities after a period of setback. This is what you want to be in. And guess what? I got good news. Justice has just shown up. Justice is not prejudice. Justice does not care what your last name is. Justice does not care what your business is. Justice does not care anything about a person, place, or thing outside of the fucking law. Okay? And the law can't be manipulated here because this is the universal law. Okay? Let me put the book down before I hurt myself. The universal law corrects wrongs karmically. There is good karma, there is bad karma. We all receive it depending on our own choices in our lifetime. Okay? I've gotten bad karma, I've gotten good karma. I am not innocent, I have not proven myself to be perfect. Okay? I'm damn close. Okay. Let me get a drink here, I'm dry. I go on and on about this new moon because every new moon, there's some aspect of it that still wants you to let go of something. So every month, we have a new moon. 2 weeks later, we have a full moon. 2 weeks later, we have a new moon. You understand? You have opportunity every month to go through the moon cycles and release the shit that is not for your highest good. Wearing off the negative karma on the other side of that computer because I'm sure there are some of you out there probably want to wring my neck right now. You are your own worst nightmare, enemy. Here. Because you allow people to talk to you a certain way, to treat you a certain way. It's not okay. Oh, I'm just ignoring them because I don't want to give them the energy they don't deserve. You're giving them the energy anyways. You need to correct the bad behavior. Set it straight when it happens. It's kind of like raising a child. If the child touches this rock and you say, don't touch this rock, and then they touch the rock and you smack their hand. Stop doing it. They cry a little bit. Okay. Next time they do it, what did mommy tell you? Stop touching the rock. But, no buts. Put it down, put it back, and stop touching the rock. Do they listen the second or the third or the fourth time, or maybe one more slap to the hand? See, that's not physical abuse, just so we can have that on record. Correction is needed. You need to correct yourself as an adult. Stop allowing people to let you feel like here you are, you're side by side, and you're allowing somebody to say you're here. And this person is here. I've had that happen in my life. And you know what I do? I toss it up like this and I say, fuck both of you. Because I am not anywhere but equal. You are not better. I am not lower. And whoever wants to say those things, you have just put yourself in a bad karmic cycle. I'll pray for you. But it took me a long, long time to get the strength to stop letting people do that to me. I love my friends. Now I love a lot of them from the distance. I want nothing bad to happen to them. I wish them all well, and I love them all very much. Some I have spent many years friendships. We've just gone on our different routes, and sometimes they ain't meant to go. Okay, it's all right. Love and light. Have a great life. But when you think you're better than me, you're not my friend. You didn't defend me. You agreed. That's just a lesson, okay? I've had several people do that to me in my life, and I allowed it, okay? I'm telling you to stop fucking allowing it. It's not okay. You are an amazing motherfucking human being on this planet. You are here for a purpose and a reason. And if you have to go visit your shadow self to teach them a lesson, that's what you need to do. Because you have to integrate yourself with that I'm gonna fuck you up mentality. That's the shadow side of you. Said, but I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't care, you know. They can think what they want. I don't care. You say that shit about me one more time, I'm gonna fuck you up. See the opposites there? You need to find them, Amia. So you need to say, if you have to. You don't have to. You can say it to the air and just let it go. I forgive you for not being the friend you said you were. I forgive you for thinking I was less than you. I forgive you because I love you. And I'm not going to stop loving you, right? But I am not who you think I was. And I'm not allowing you to make me feel like that anymore. And I'm not going to sit in a room and cry because I'm telling you the truth. I tried to do the best I could do to be your friend. It wasn't enough. And you sat with other friends and other people, and you said blah, 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 blah. And I said, sayonara. I'm not less than you, and they are not better than me, and certainly you are not. And if they knew half the stories I knew about you, they might say the same about you, right? Behind your back, they probably have. To other people, maybe even to me. But I defended you. And I would again. The star is about having hope. That we're moving to a better place in our lives, and we're not going to be about that level of immature behavior. No matter who you are out there and who we were to each other, I love you no matter what. I'm your friend. I'll be here for you. It's just going to be different. That's all. You know where I live. You can find your way to my house. I'm tired of being the one who seeks everybody else out. I'm sorry, but it's time. I have a life too. And I know where I fit into yours. And yours and yours and yours and yours and yours, okay? And that doesn't apply to every one of my friends in my life. It only applies to a few. And it's not even in such a harsh sense, but I want you to understand you, on the other side of this screen, need to keep going with your hope about your dreams and where they're going to be. Because you, okay? You need to be the leader in your own life. Pave your own way. This new moon is very powerful in how you see yourself, how you behave, how you act, and how you treat yourself. The words you say about yourself. Think about what you are saying and who is hearing that. You might be saying it in front of your dog like I do. There she is, my little sweet pea. Sweet pea! Sweet pea, there she is. Say hello. She's like, she don't like me being on the computer, but listen, I know this has been a long reading, but this is a very powerful new moon, and we're going into another powerful full moon on May 12th. And I want to give you as much information as I can give you. So if you can't watch it all at once, don't watch it all at once. I'll come back and watch the rest of it later. But just know, my intention here with this reading is to help you to move forward, to heal hurts, to let go of shit that doesn't matter anymore. What happened 5 years ago, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter anymore. You know why? Because it happened 5 years ago. What happens tomorrow might matter a little bit more, okay? I just want you to understand that you always have people in your life, no matter what you're doing, that are going to be the opposite. Okay. I don't know what I just did with this deck. I get lost in my cards. There you are. Alright, I do have, okay, stop it. Thank you. I have my Moonology cards. So since this is about the new moon today, and now we are well past the new moon time, which was at 3:31 today, letting the moon be your guide, right? I need you to think about the words you state out loud about yourself. If you become more positive with the words about yourself and release lack and the limitations in your mind and speak positive things, I'm going to build this business. I'm going to make a massive amount of money. I am a money magnet. Mellow on TikTok has a couple of good fast beats you can listen to. Oh, I can actually pull up one or two really quickly. But if you don't believe them things about yourself and you're always putting the limits on yourself, you're not going to receive the things. You're not going to receive the benefits that you deserve to have. And that's really important, okay? Alright, I'm going to find this one. Let's see if I can find the right one. So yes, I'm big on TikTok. I have like almost 500 videos I've posted with my readings and my animals. And let's see. I don't like her so much. Alright. Let's see if this is it. I'll turn it up so you can hear it. A couple of mantras here. If it ain't it, we will skip to the next one.
Good news, this song found.
Wait a minute.
Good news, this song found you, and that's a sign. You are walking into your most abundant timeline. Use this sound. You don't have to do anything. You can just sit there like me. Leave it in your drafts. Save it. Comment. The abundance is real.
The abundance is real. Okay. Here's another one.
Worthy of abundance,
Once I open the door, money loves me and it comes more and more. I attract
prosperity, it's my reality. Money loves me, money needs me, money wants me
endlessly.
With gratitude,
I receive, money loves me and I believe.
Money flows, I am in tune. Money loves me and it's coming soon.
Listen, those little flashy things like that, music mantras they call them, those little things, if that's what you're listening to, you're going to start bopping around because it has a good beat to it. There's a couple of different ones all throughout here that I will listen to that I found, and many that YouTube has them too. Doesn't matter. Money don't stop coming in over here. The money don't stop coming in over here. I think I tied it to one of my own videos, but here's another one.
I am worthy of abundance.
That one doesn't play the whole thing. I don't like
I
that
open
one.
the door.
Let's see. So, you get the idea. I don't have to find 20 of them. But I do really like Mellows. Oh, there's another one I have in here.
This video, oh, nice.
Yeah, see, it's a Mellow Will.
Also found you for a reason.
Found you for a reason. Here we go.
I am
Worthy of abundance, I open the door. Money loves me and it comes more and more. I attract prosperity, it's my reality. Money loves me, money needs me, money wants me endlessly. I got those words wrong, I already know. But I do play them regularly so I can get those positive hip things going on and I can distract myself from some of the stupid things, I think. Okay, it was another good one I wanted to share. But you know what? If you go on TikTok and you look under any one of these things, you'll find them.
dissolve doubt, worries, and fear, embracing a mind that abundantly clear. By the law of attraction, I draw near opportunities for wealth to appear.
So you understand? It's what you tell yourself. It's how you are about you. Not what everybody else thinks of you, but what you think of you. And if you aren't going to try to be positive and put yourself in a positive frame of mind and remove the limitations that you put on yourself by speaking those nasty negative words, you are not stupid, you're not dumb, you're not a retard, you're not mentally ill, you're not those things. You are a human being with feelings. You are a powerful human being, and you could do so much, and you don't even realize it, right? Let me pull a couple of these moon cards for ending and see where you should focus for the next couple of weeks, all right? As a general collective, this is a long reading. I apologize, but it usually has to be. And trying to get my point of view out there with my intuition and the cards, I also try to share their meanings by the book. Don't let your past hold you back. Bottom of the deck. South Node, whatever that is for you. Okay, now let me put that card in the right direction. Okay, now let's see. One or two more cards, universe, for the rest of this new moon reading for the general collective going forward. I promise the next reading won't be this long, but I thank you for staying and learning and trying to take on a new perspective in your own life about you. That's what's important here. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. It is gaining momentum because there are mantras out there like that to help you become more positive, to be positive, to stop putting limitations on what you are. There are so many ways to make money. Hell, TikTok has 1,000 different ways. YouTube also, once you build up a certain audience, you can, have all kinds of money coming in. That's my goal. Trying to help as many people as I can. So I will say it one more time: like, share, subscribe. Doesn't matter. Facebook, YouTube. Share it with a friend. Send it in an email. Send it. Be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. And one more card, and we'll pull some numbers for the general collective on the new moon today. Okay. We are releasing all that is not of our highest good, and we are going forward. Okay. It's time to take action. There you are, Aries. New moon in Aries. But this is not the new moon in Aries. This is the new moon currently in Taurus. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. That's a full moon in Sagittarius card. And the waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. This is all about believing in yourself. Stop the limitations on yourself. Stop the negativity and the words coming out of your mouth. And everything you say is a spell. I don't care if you're religious or not religious. Everything you say and do is a spell. And somebody told me a story the other day, and after this story I'm going to let you go. They asked the person if they're Catholic by nature. Yep. Okay, great. I was not baptized myself, and I wasn't raised any other way, but my family is Protestant, that kind of thing. Whatever that means to you. Do you light a candle if somebody passes, or you're trying to saying prayers for somebody, right? You're lighting a candle and you're saying a prayer for this person's health to get better or whatever. That's a spell. You're paying for the spell too. Don't forget that part. So you're giving an offering and putting words out there with your prayer and lighting a candle. We're sitting here. I lit candles. I put out my manifestations and my dreams and my new moon reading for you guys in the collective. To have us all be healthy and happy and find a place of legit plus for us, ourselves. Yeah. I have done so many readings in the last probably all through January, February, March, talking about in a general collective for the year, taking care of yourself first. You cannot be half of a person and then think you're going to give what you got left to somebody else and then you got nothing. You got nothing for yourself. That is not how it's supposed to work. You have to love yourself first. You have to take care of yourself first. You have to give to yourself first. I'm not saying be greedy. I'm saying if you are taking what you have and handing it out because you feel bad for somebody else and you got nothing to live on, there's a problem because you're not understanding what helping is, right? Helping is about having the ability to take care of your shit and then you have enough left over to help somebody else. The six of coins, pentacles. Conclusions are within reach, and a personal issue reaches conclusion. Right? Your heartbreak is something that all of us have suffered. You're not alone. It's time to move forward. It's time to have a life of your own. It's time to take care of yourself, and your family is also very important. But if you cannot take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to do anything for anybody else, right? So I'm telling you the focus for this new moon, very powerful new moon, is to get your shit together. Pull up the big girl panties or the big boy panties and start seeing the benefits of that are coming into you. As soon as you let go of the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands energy, the Nine of Swords energy, which I feel everyone as a collective has got going on in their lives right now. And the Nine of Swords is like the never-ending nightmare. No, we didn't pull these cards. They're already here, okay? We're already living it. And I don't need these cards to tell you what this world needs to start doing to get better. And if you don't take care of yourself first, then you don't have what you need to help somebody else do that. You understand? I've been hurt a lot by people who loved me. And I forgive them. And I still love them. And that's the way it is. I can't stop loving somebody because they hurt me. And they didn't know how to do what they had to do, I guess. Maybe I didn't either. I hurt people. I'm sure I've hurt people. Not on purpose. Maybe one or two. But I also see the error of my ways, and I've become a different type of person. I'm not ever going to be the person who brings pain and havoc and disruption to other people's lives. I'm going to do what's right for me. And I'm going to take care of my family and my friends that I have now. And then I'm just going to keep living and keep building my business and taking care of those who need help, doing exactly what I'm doing. And there are many of you out there with some sick ability. I know there are psychic mediums out there. There are just psychics. People who do see the dead. People who feel the dead. People who smell the dead. Who can taste the dead. I will tell you that I know when somebody's here, I smell cigarettes. And I live in a non-smoking building, so even if you live here, you're not supposed to smoke in the house, okay? I do light candles and incense and all of that stuff, but I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke pot. I don't smoke hash. I don't do any kind of drug. I have an occasional glass of wine, which I might have a little bit later. And I tell myself every day that I am good enough. So your homework for these next couple of weeks is to tell yourself you are good enough. You are powerful. You deserve abundance. It is your birthright. And it can be abundance of anything you're looking for. Love, money, business, friendship, people. Okay? We have got to become the people who start taking care of each other again, and not the people who are greedy, looking to be like they own the world. the hearts that we were born with, the emotions that we feel, they're real. And to be afraid to feel them is a sin to me. Like, you should be able to cry if you gotta cry. You should be able to laugh if you're having a good laugh. And nobody else has a right to judge you for that. Nobody, including me. Including anybody, right? So this new moon focus is strictly really about repairing your own self-damage. Yes. I said it, self-damage. Not what other people did to you, but what you have done to yourself. And this is a very important new moon. This is going to affect us for years to come. So the healing you force yourself through now, the healing that you admit to, the emotions that you release to heal. You have to release emotions to heal. You can't just walk through the world and say, fuck it, I don't care anymore. That's not true, you do care. 2 cards from the talismans and then you're out of here. Going forward, I want you to know you are all protected. And that protection comes from the other side, your archangels, spirit guides, the angel you were born with, that protects you all your life, family members on the other side, animals that you loved on the other side. You're protected. You are surrounded with love and protection no matter what. And so you can allow yourself that emotion so you can release it. You have to release it. Anger does not release. Crying does. Sometimes it's hard to get them tears out, but once you get them out, then they don't stop, right? You got more than 2 cards, but that's all right. I don't think there's any more coming out of this deck right now, because I think those are the answers we needed. So going forward with this new moon and on to the full moon, focus on healing. Focus on your words, being more positive, being grateful for what you already have. Even if you have next to nothing, you have your life, your breath, your health. You have things to be grateful for. Defense. Take care of your health. Start getting on them glasses of water you need to have every day. And I don't mean sugared water, fake sugar water. I mean water. Healthy water with alkaline, alkin, and whatever it is. I drink a lot of spring water. I know I should have some kind of salt in it to balance it out for the alkalinity. But I'm working on that, okay? But defense. Protect your body. Protect your source. Your source is what you put into it, okay? Cast away negativity. Absolutely. Confirmation. Cast away the negativity. Your protection is here, and it's not going anywhere. They are there, helping you every day. And sometimes if you just quiet yourself down enough and just sit there in a quiet space that you feel good in, you will hear what you need to hear to make the changes happen for you. And then you can help other people, okay? Eternal charisma. Eternal charisma. Now I have to admit I haven't had this card yet, so we're going to look this one up. Eternal charisma. Okay, I am interested in that one. Eternal charisma. Alright. I guess I want to think that it's how you attract things to your life. I'm guessing, so when we get there maybe I can corroborate it, huh? It's how you attract things to you. Right? Alright. As you become more confident, okay. For every 1 step that you take in the pursuit of higher knowledge, take 3 steps in the perfection of your own character. Eternal charisma. I didn't get to that card yet, but we will. Okay. Yeah, it's in alphabetical order. Defense card. The defense card. Watch out for competition in a personal or professional context. It's time to defend your current position, but you should have no problems doing so. While it is flattering that others strive for your success, this creates a very harsh environment and becomes difficult to lead within this dynamic. So I will tell you this. Here's my protection for myself. There is only one intuitive Venetia with only one email that is attached to my community page, along with the Venmo account and the Cash App that is connected to my account. I am the only intuitive Venetia that is on this website. I will not reach out to you to ask you if you want a reading, but you certainly may reach out to me and ask me for a reading. Readings are $35 to $40 and depends what you want as well, so it could go up to $50. That's really not bad for readings, and I've actually paid much higher for that. And depending on what we're doing. I also practice, I am a Reiki practitioner. I make jewelry, I make all kinds of things that are jewels. I will never reach out and ask you if you want something. I feel that if you are attracted to my profile and want a reading or jewelry or some kind of energy healing process from me, you will come to me and it will happen. Now, I do say my Venmo and my Cash App are connected into my community app and my community tab and down in this description under this video. I would really greatly appreciate. I am completely unemployed at this point, not making any money. And if you want to help donate to the cause so I can keep building this business and making it through day by day, absolutely, I would appreciate it, but you are not obligated to. All of my readings are free of charge on TikTok and on YouTube. And my Haven Jewels business, I have some jewelry on my site that I still may have. I am currently making more jewelry. As you can see, I've been making lots of bracelets, and I will certainly be able to make things for other people. Absolutely. Like, share, and subscribe. My sites are all free, and I only ask for donation if you want to. And otherwise, you are free to watch whatever video you want. I ask you for comments. Please make comments and share the video for somebody else who might need this today. All right? And with the Eternal Charisma, see, I just did my own protections. These are general readings. They may not resonate with you. Please leave the energy behind so that somebody will come along and find as it resonates for them. Okay? Oh, that is not the one I was looking for. Come on, Eternal Charisma. Here we go. I thank you for watching, and I know it's a long one, but I needed to get out this information as it is a very powerful new moon for all of us. And I want you to start flowing the positivity and get rid of the lack and limitations in your life. And the only way you can do that is stop talking about it. Stop putting it out there. Okay? You are captivating and have a charming personality that attracts others. You are charismatic and you radiate with a humanist glow. You have so much to offer. Believe in yourself and what you stand for, and don't be afraid to share your vision. How much more confirmation do you need for this reading? Because that is the purest, honest confirmation for this entire new moon reading, okay? Be a social butterfly, make connections with others as you pursue your dreams. Channel your strength, but don't be scared to show your vulnerability. Eternal charisma forms within and is not defined by money or age. Charismatic souls are genuinely interested in the people around them and make everyone feel special. And if I don't do that for you in my readings, then you are certainly free to find another reader. And I hope that you will find that person for you. The Talisman Power. Meditate with this card when you need to recharge your energy before or after a busy social event. Often, an overwhelming crowd can drain our batteries and leave us in a mood for quiet time with a good book and a blanket. You can also use this card when you feel self-conscious or when you want to focus on your appearance. See yourself as the butterfly that helps flowers open up and bloom, spreading the positive energy from flower to flower while drinking the sweet nectar of delights. I attract others. eternal charisma. And with that, to my collective for the new moon reading, I will send you on your way. Please like, share, subscribe, donate if you can. If you can, it's fine. I'm fine with that. Share for someone else who might need to hear this information, because everybody is going through something. I send my love, light, and hugs to you all until the next. Have a great month.